All right, good evening and welcome to our Why Isagenix Why Now call. My name is Eric Lacaire. I am coming out to you live from Montreal, Canada. This is the accent that you're hearing right now. And I'll be the one hosting this call, discovering what Isagenix has to offer to the world right now. Let's dive in to it. Before we start, I just want to let you know that you're going to hear great stories, transformations, and each body is different. Everyone is different, but we all know the common thing. When we put good nutrition in our body is its own miracle, and it does great things. Our world is changing right now. This is sort of obvious. We talk about it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on the news, on the radio, on social media, because of this situation that we all are aware of. But even before that, things were changing. Right now, there are two main stresses in people's households and personal lives. Health, obviously, is number one. This is what we are hearing about all over the world. But also finances. With the mass layoffs that are happening right now, people are struggling financially, trying to figure out how they're going to pay their next bill. And stress, interestingly enough, is the number one reason why people are going to the doctors. They found out that about 90% of the cases are related to stress. So stress is obviously a bad thing. Jobs are also changing. These are statistics that are happening right now just because of the situation that we are going through around the world. 1 in 20 have lost a job due to the recent events. 1 in 11 have seen their hours or their pay reduced, and 1 in 3 are fearful for their future. And this is just because of now, but way before the current situation, there is a shift happening. That's not even talking about the artificial intelligence. That's not even talking about automation. That's due to affect 1 out of 2 jobs around the world, right? So a lot of entrepreneurs right now are scratching their heads thinking, how can I shift my business so that I need less employees, so that if anything happens, I can still go on. So that market, the job is changing like crazy. And on top of that, we have the health situation where a lot of us are not eating or not following the guidelines that we know we should follow, right? 31% of adults consume less than the 5 portions of fruits and vegetables that are recommended. And to be truthful, we need way more than 5 portions of fruits and vegetables per day. Same thing with the fiber intake, about 19 grams per day when the recommended intake is 30 grams per day. Now, here's the thing. Right now, it's about acquiring those fruits and vegetables from your home. There's a ton of people that are trying to place an order online, and they're seeing the website is crashing. They can't connect. There's no dates for the next week or so. So people are looking for ways to get nutritious food delivered to their door. That is really what's happening right this second. On top of the world is changing, our food is changing as well. There's lots of pesticides and herbicides that have been using over 17 tons in the UK. That's an old stat, but it just got worse. And also our food is stored, that's a UK stat, 6 to 12 months before it gets used. And also our soil, the minerals and the vitamins and the minerals in our soil is being depleted. We have a nutritionally bankrupt type of food right now where you would need to eat 8 oranges today to have the same amount of vitamin A than our grandparents had with 1 orange. So that's pretty crazy when you look about it. So what is your plan? What is your plan to attack those 2 things and those 2 fronts, health-wise and financial-wise? Well, Isagenix has a solution for both things. Isagenix was founded in 2002 by John Anderson and Jim and Kathy Cover with their son Eric Cover here. Now, the story about Isagenix is very interesting because John Anderson was working to create nutritional products for over 800 companies. He created over 2,300 food products. So you definitely have bought some of his food products, some of his supplements, some of his bars, some of his stuff that are found on the shelves. But the problem that he found was that when he was in the lab, making his recipe, making the food, making the formula for best results, when he gave that formula to the companies that he was working with, they took the formula and said, that's great, John, thank you very much, but we're going to change this ingredient because it's too costly. We're going to cut that ingredient in half because it's taking too long for us to get that ingredient. And by the time the product found itself on the shelves, it was far from what he had envisioned in the lab and that the vision that he had for his products. So after a few decades of this back and forth with the companies and him trying to fight for the validity of his research and the formula, don't change my formulas, he had enough of it. And he said, you know what? I'm going to start my own company. He's great at formulating products. He has no clue how to run a company. That's why he partnered with Jim and Kathy Coover, who brought on the business management side. Jim brought companies from hundreds of millions of dollars to billions of dollars. So they're taking care of the business side of it while John is taking care of the product side of it. Now, they founded Isagenix on one principle, and that's the no compromise policy. Just like he had this back and forth with other companies, once he develops a product based on research, he wants a certain amount of vitamins, a certain amount of minerals, based on research for results, that will never change. So their commitment to quality in 8 steps is absolutely phenomenal. They go out and research and select the raw materials, sourcing that from around the world. They actually partner with sustainable suppliers. It's very important. So some of our whey products with the protein comes out from happy cows. We call them happy cows because they eat grass, they don't eat corn, they're not pressured, they're not stressed, they're out there and free, and they don't have antibiotics and all that kind of stuff that we don't really want in our food. Also, number 4 is very important. They meet or they exceed the guidelines for each country. So a lot of our raw materials are actually rejected that are so-called organic. They're rejected because they have too high of a microbial activity. So they really go above and beyond the guidelines. They test everything. They oversee the finished product, so that then they can share with all of us, the end consumer, to ensure that we get the best possible non-perishable food delivered to our door. As you can see, they've been doing this for 18 years in 14 different countries, lots of happy people getting their non-perishable food delivered straight to their doors. Talking about the products and the nutrition, we have the Isagenix shake. This is a meal, complete meal in a shake format. We're talking about enough vitamins, minerals, healthy carbs, good fats, and good protein sourced from our happy cows, under-natured whey protein, soy-free, gluten-free, and this is not your regular shake. It's the equivalent of 3 to 5 plates of organic foods. So I come across people that tell me, oh, Eric, I eat healthy, I eat organic. That's great, but you're not eating nearly enough of the right foods to have all the nutrition that we have in just one shake. Moving along, we have Nourish for Life. This is the big differentiator for Isagenix because it's based on cleansing and removing those nasty toxins that are found in our body. Heavy metals have nothing to do in your body, right? All the plastics that we're surrounded with, the chair that I'm sitting on, right? All the air that's polluted, we breathe in all this. Even if you go out for a walk today, even if you think you're being healthy by going for a jog outside, you're still breathing in all the pollution. So we need a way to get that out of our system. And yes, our kidneys and our liver are supposed to do that. They're supposed to do that, yes, but they're overused. They're exhausted. They're constantly being bombarded with stuff. So they need help. And Nourish for Life is there to help the body's natural ability to detoxify, remove those toxins from the body. Nourish for Life, I'm taking that every single week. Isagenix bar, so you like to drink stuff, you like to eat stuff, Isagenix has meals, snacks, and drinks. Isoline bar is a great snack that you can use, or a meal on the go. It's 18 grams of high quality protein. Again, it's the same whey protein that's from happy cows. Good fibers. We know from earlier that we don't eat enough fibers. So we're looking for more fibers in the Isoline bar, in the Isoline shake. Isagenix Supreme. This is nature's answer to stress. All the botanicals and all the ingredients there are made from adaptogens. If you do not know what adaptogens are, please Google it. You need to know what they are because they are phenomenal for our bodies. Adaptogens, they adapt. They help our body adapt to stress. And there's three types of stresses. There's physical stress. So if I go to the gym and I lift some weights, I'm putting physical stress on my muscles. So Isagenix Supreme will help the recovery process. There's emotional stress. And right now there's tons of reasons why we're stressed, right? So emotional stress, that deals with that as well. And there's the third type of stress, which is oxidative stress. And this one is the stress that attacks our cells and creates cells mutation, right? And obviously Isagenix doesn't cure, prevents, or does any of that in terms of disease. But again, if you put the right nutrition in your body, it helps oxidative stress. Greens, we talked about not eating enough vegetables earlier. This is made with over 30 whole vegetables, including spinach, kale, spirulina, broccoli. The list goes on and on and on. The most important thing is that it's cold pressed and dried. So as soon as you start heating the stuff, it loses the nutritional value. So it's cold pressed. Everything is done with care, with no compromise policy. You get the best possible of the nature and the science combined in one. E-shot, again with adaptogens. This one is helping you for energy. It's also helping you with mental focus. You know, at the mid-afternoon when you have that sort of dip of energy, or you need concentration for XYZ reason, or you have a headache. This I found was phenomenal for whenever I have a headache, I drink that down and it removes the problem. So adaptogens, it's also good with stress, good with energy, and good for focus. The beautiful thing about nutrition is that once you put good nutrition in your body, it's its own miracle. It will have a tendency to balance itself out. And as you remove the toxins, we found that naturally you're going to release some weight. In fact, they did a study comparing Isagenix to the heart healthy diet. And the heart healthy diet is what pretty much every single doctor is recommending to their patients. And they found that we have 56% more weight loss with Isagenix than the heart healthy diet, 47% more than fat loss, because when you lose weight, you don't want to lose muscle, right? You don't want to lose water, you want to lose fat, and twice as much visceral fat, which is the hard fat around your organs. That's truly the most dangerous fat. So good to know. It may or may not be your goal, but as you're releasing the toxins and as you're boosting your immune system and as you are creating a healthy habit, you might release some weight. That's pretty cool. They decided to create the IsaBody Challenge, which is a 16-week program to help support you in a healthier habit. Because we all know that when we're changing a habit, we need a support system. So the thing here is those great people had great transformation. When you sign up for the IsaBody Challenge, 3 things will happen. Number 1, you will get healthier. You're going to boost your immune system. Number 2, when you complete your IsaBody Challenge, you will receive 150-pound coupon for free products. That's free Isagenix food to boost your immune system and get healthier. And number 3, you're going to receive a free limited edition t-shirt to congratulate you to staying on the right path. So every single person that starts and completes an IsaBody Challenge will receive this 150-pound coupon. Now, on top of that, if you want to go for the contest, there's 5,000-pound cash to win, and these are some of the winners. But keep in mind that every single person that starts and completes an IsaBody Challenge receives 150 pounds of free healthy food delivered to their door. And you can do that up to 3 times a year. So that's 450 pounds of free, healthy, non-perishable food delivered to your door. Now, how do we get started? There's lots of different options, way more than what's on this slide. But these are sort of packs that were already made together to serve a purpose and serve a goal. You have the basic pack, the premium pack, the ultimate pack, and also the mix and match. So you can start mixing and matching whatever you like. The idea here is to boost your immune system, get all that nutrients in your body, those nutrients in your body. So starting from 120 pounds or 143 euros from our friends in Europe, all the way to 416 pounds or 450 euros. We have systems that supports any wallets and any budget. Now, we have an office in London, Watchmaker Court. This is part of our crew that are working there on the phones, helping everything that's happening around London, around the UK. And this is very important to know that they are there in person. There's a lot of companies here who pretend they're in the UK and they don't have a physical location. We actually have 3 of those stories. So that's really, really, really cool. If you have a chance to get there, get back to the person that invited you on this call. They can arrange that for you. Now, here's the situation. In all reality, there is a huge need for money right now. With all the layoffs, which are a nice way of saying you're being fired. And the reality is, because of everything that's happening, as I said earlier, a lot of entrepreneurs are scratching their head, figuring out a way to replace some of those jobs with programs or robots, artificial intelligence. And a lot of those jobs that are being lost right now are not coming back, right? And a lot of the people in restaurants, for example, a lot of restaurants are closing. So when we're going back to normal, where are these people are going to go back to work for, right? They're all going to try to go back to the restaurants that stayed open, but now that's going to be an influx of people that are be out of a job. So people need to figure out a different way to work. They need to find a different way to make a living, to earn some income. And that's what they were doing way before this whole situation was happening. People were trying to do Uber, ride shares. They were looking for selling stuff online, renting rooms, Airbnb, all that kind of stuff. But the problem with that is you're still trading time for money. Even if you get a second job, you're still trading time for money. There's only a number of hours in a day that you can work, right? So what if there was a way that you could not only do the trading time for money, but you can build an asset that will pay you and gain some time back? Well, that's called network marketing. And that's the business model that Isagenix decided to choose to distribute their healthy, non-perishable foods to people's doors. Now, if you don't know what network marketing is, I highly recommend for you to read this book. It's called The Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. He has written many, many books, translated in tens of languages. And he wrote his first book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where he was talking about wealth principles. And in this book, The Business of the 21st Century, he talks about network marketing being the business of the future. And we can already see this shift happening, where a lot of companies are shifting towards referral-based marketing, where you refer a new member, you refer a new customer, we'll give you 10 pounds, we'll give you 25 pounds, we'll give you a free iPad. I mean, my bank is starting to do that now. They gave me an iPad just because I had my mom open an account with them. So every company is shifting this way, and this is the business of the future. Now, why network marketing? It provides time flexibility. You can earn an uncapped residual income working from home. And with Isagenix, you have a very small startup cost of £22.80 compared to trying to open your own restaurant, for example, or buying a franchise that costs hundreds of thousands of pounds, or needing to have a great idea and a great plan to implement it. Here, you don't need to have an idea. The product's there, the marketing is there, everything is there. The videos are there, the support is there. It's an international 24 hours a day, 7-day a week opportunity, and you have a system to follow. You don't need to know everything to be able to do this. You don't need to go back to school, get a degree. People from all walks of life are doing network marketing. In fact, there's over 100 million people doing network marketing around the world right now. Now, why Isagenix? Isagenix has created over and I think the number is 313. It changes all the time because it grows all the time, but more than 310 people who've earned more than $1 million. And that's all fine and good, but more impressingly for me is that tens of thousands of people who've earned more than $1,000, right? So what can you do with an extra 500 pounds this week? What can you do with an extra 1,000 pounds this month? That is life-changing, especially right now in this time of uncertainty. It's been in business for the last 18 years, so it's very stable. It has a proven track record, made over $8 billion in sales, impacted millions of lives, and it's privately held, therefore responsibly run. It doesn't have to please the stockholders for any reason. They're really after what's best for our customers. Their goal is to be the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world by delivering non-perishable food to people's doors. So how does it actually work? How does Isagenix pay people, right? So number one, you need to figure out which pack is right for you. Again, we have options to fit any budget and any wallet. Once that is done, you create your account, you open your account, you get your food delivered to your door within 2 to 3 business days. Then what happens? Well, we obviously know people right now that are in the same situation. They're looking to boost their immune system. They're looking to get healthy, and they are a little bit stressed about the financial section right now, their financial situation right now. So we have 2 friends that we're going to help boost their immune system, order their own food, delivered to their home. And what's going to happen? Isagenix is paying us between 49 to 274 pounds, or in euros, 56 to 292 pounds, depending on the combination of products that they choose to order, right? So that's number one. But guess what happens? They obviously have also 2 friends, family members. Maybe they're quarantined with them right now. Maybe they're in their own house, right? The first 2 people that they're going to help create an account with Isagenix and order their non-perishable food. What happens there is you earn between 384 to 607 pounds, or in euros, 421 to 657. It's that simple. And obviously we know more than 2 people. So this process can be repeated 5 times, 1,000 times. It doesn't matter. We all know at least one person that we care about, that we want them to boost their immune system, get healthy right now, and get out of a financial ruin situation, a possible financial ruin situation. So this is how it works. And guess what? It's not only in the UK. It's in 14 countries right now. So we have the ability through social media to connect with any one of those countries with a click of a button. And guess what? A lot of us are stuck at home. So that's very, very simple to do. So a real global opportunity to expand your horizon and expand your income stream from all those different countries. And talking about income streams, Isagenix pays 9 different ways. Obviously, I'm not going to go in detail over those 9 different ways. Excuse me. Don't worry about me. I don't have anything weird. Just had something in my throat. So if you have any questions about those 9 ways, go back to the person that invited you on the call. They'll be able to answer your questions. But this is key. There's a quote, I forgot who it is right now. I have a blank. But I read this quote that rich people have an average of 7 streams of income. I forgot where I read this, right? So it's good to know that with Isagenix, we have 9 different ways that we're getting paid. Think about how many ways you're getting paid right now. A lot of people are realizing that having one source of income is not really secure. The job security right now is an obsolete idea. Figuring out an alternative way to earn an income is the way to move forward. So like my friend Richard Branson said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you are not sure that you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. And in fact, I heard a story from him that is exactly how he got to own Virgin Airlines. He had no clue how to manage a airline, but he had the opportunity to buy one. And he said, you know what, that's a great opportunity. I'll do it, and I'll learn how to manage an airline later on. So if you're wondering out there, can I do it? I'm telling you 100% you can do it. You definitely know 1, 2, 3 people that are looking to boost their immune system. Order food delivered to their home right now. So what type of person are you? By now, you're between 3 types of people. Number 1, you want to eat the food. You want to get it delivered to your home, and you want to eat it safely. You don't want to worry about how many hands has been touched. It's all good. It's all packaged. It's all in a box. It's all safe. Number 2, you want to eat the food at a discount because you already realize that there's a few people that you can help improve their immune system and get that food delivered to their home. Or number 3, you not only want to eat the food, boost your immune system, build your foundation of health, but you also want to get paid. That is that simple. So let the person know, if you're a 1, 2, or 3, the person that invited you on the call, and take action. Really, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Call the person that invited you on the call. Let them know if you're a 1, a 2, or a 3, and they'll be able to help you get started today at a 25% discount and get the best possible price for the best possible food delivered to your door in the next upcoming days. So with that, my name is Eric Lacaire. I wish you a fantastic day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Looking forward to hear all of your great stories, boosting your immune system and getting that food delivered to your door. Talk to you later. Bye.